These days, it's getting harder for many people to find a home they can afford. This means more people are at risk of becoming homeless even if they have a job, are older, younger, or going through a tough time, like leaving an unsafe home. But there's good news. In Frederick County, there are caring groups that help people find safe and comfortable places to live. Let's learn about 4 of these helpful organizations: the Frederick Rescue Mission, Advocates for Homeless Families, Hartley House, and Ship of Frederick. They all work hard to support people in our community who need a safe place to call home.
One day I decided to leave the mission for lunch, and I was in a parking lot. A lady drove up beside me and was crying. She said, "I just got evicted. I don't know what to do. I need to get some food. Do you know where I can go?" I was so glad I was able to tell her about the Frederick Rescue Mission. Frederick Rescue Mission is about changing lives now. If you're hungry, you need food, we're here. If you need clothes, you need groceries, but we're also about changing lives for eternity. So if you're fighting drug addiction or fighting homelessness, we're here for you.
I was in need of help. I was struggling with addiction, and the mission is, I found out about it, and it's where I turned to, and they opened me with open arms. It's been 10 years since that day that I walked in. As of now, I work here. I've been hired as the case manager, and so now I'm at a point where I get to give back and help the guys in the program, the same program that I went through.
At Advocates for Homeless Families, we're committed to keeping families together here in the Frederick area. We have 2 programs. We have a transitional housing program and we have a rapid rehousing program. If you're willing to help yourself, if you find yourself homeless for any reason, we can possibly get you into one of our 12 properties, and once you're in there, your rent will be capped at a level you can afford. We have case managers that will help you find a better job, get into college, earn a degree if you wish, help you with childcare, whatever you need to get back on your feet again.
I found myself homeless and pregnant 10 years ago, and I didn't know exactly where to turn. I applied for Advocates for the Homeless Families transitional program. We were able to get a house and it was fully furnished, and from there I worked very closely with our case managers. I now am, 10 years later, a survivor of my homelessness, and I have my master's degree in social work, where I'm able to reach my hand back at the Housing Authority of the City of Frederick, where I'm the Director of Family Services, providing services to over 900 families that are low income that I'm able to relate based off of my own lived experience.
Hartley House provides supportive services to survivors of intimate partner violence, sexual assault, child abuse, and human trafficking. Hartley House services include the 24-hour hotline, legal services, community-based services for case management, counseling, emergency shelter, and transitional housing. The transitional housing program is available to survivors that have to relocate as a direct result of experiencing intimate partner violence, sexual assault, child abuse, or human trafficking.
The lack of affordable housing is a barrier to a lot of clients, and sometimes they will go back to an abuser because they don't have a better option. Now we're able to offer our clients a transitional housing assistance as well as some rental assistance. The transitional housing can be a minimum of 6 months and up to 2 years. So this should really be able to help people stay safe going forward.
The Student Homelessness Initiative Partnership of Frederick County helps students experiencing homelessness all the way from kindergarten through age 24. We work to build capacity in our students and reduce barriers, keeping them connected to education. We know that young people who don't graduate from high school are 3.5 times more likely to experience homelessness as adults, so we know that it's crucial that we intervene early and keep them connected to education.
As homes and apartments get more expensive, some people have a hard time paying their rent. One missed payment could put someone at risk of losing their home. But in Frederick County, there's help. A group called Beyond Shelter has programs that support renters in the short and long term, so families can stay safe and happy in their homes.
Good afternoon. My name is Nick Brown. I'm the Executive Director of Beyond Shelter Frederick. I also serve as the chair of the local continuum of care here in Frederick County. The first service available is a broad term called rental assistance, and there are a few different varieties of this. The simplest version of rental assistance exists as financial support that helps avoid an eviction, thus causing a household or an individual to become homeless. The way those services are accessed, the Beyond Shelter is the point of entry for any rental assistance service. So individuals in need or vulnerable to homelessness are welcome to contact us either through phone, through web, or here in person at 27 DeGrange Street. That service ranges from a few $100s to a few $1,000s depending on the need. It is generally provided quickly and directly to the landlord themselves. The next version of rental assistance is a program called Rapid Rehousing. And this is a HUD-sponsored program in which providers are given financial assistance to residents in need to get them quickly off the street. This usually works by a partnership between the landlord, the resident, and the organization providing rapid rehousing, and is provided in a year or two at a time. The amount of assistance can vary. The type of structure in the agreement can vary from a few $100s for a few months to 100% of the rent for 1 to 2 years. So to start that process, you can either come again to Beyond Shelter Frederick or contact Advocates for Homeless Families as the point of entry for rapid rehousing. The next and most comprehensive service is a program called Permanent Supportive Housing. And this is an interesting one in that it is the most effective when dealing with chronic homelessness to prevent people from coming back to the street. What it is a financial assistance that ultimately rents an apartment for an indeterminate amount of time. Chronically homeless individuals are able to access a place. They stay there as long as they don't break the lease, and that supporting organization provides slow case management and supportive services as that tenant stays therein. There is not a ton of availability of permanent supportive housing, and it is one that we are an advocate for to see more financial resources, more landlords willing to be involved so we can expand the reach of permanent supportive housing. If there are any needs for housing-related services, there are a couple of point places that you can access. Beyond Shelter serves as a point of entry for just about any service in the housing-related area. Department of Housing, Homeless, and Human Services is also another down at 100 South Market Street. One key resource that folks have overlooked that's a really great resource is the Mental Health Association's resource guide. This has been newly put on their website and is exhaustive in its reach. For any other emergency related services, for homelessness, for housing, you can feel free to contact Beyond Shelter Frederick here at 27 DeGrange.
In Frederick County and all across Maryland and the U.S., it's getting harder for many families to afford a place to live. A recent survey found that most people, 91% in Maryland, think it's extremely hard to buy a home, even if you work full-time. And almost 9 out of 10 people said renting a home costs too much money. Because of this, it's great that there are 2 groups in Frederick County that help people find safe and affordable places to live. Let's learn more about the Interfaith Housing Alliance and Habitat for Humanity of Frederick County to see how they've helped and the people whose lives they've changed.
IHA's role in the housing continuum is one of a permanent solution provider versus a crisis solution provider. And the way that we do that over our 35-year history has been to create 1,851 new units of affordable housing. Those units came out to be $413 million invested in the communities that we serve. We do that through partnerships with developers, local business partners, and local government to help create the financing and infrastructure needed for those projects. IHA works with USDA rural development to help low-income and very low-income families become homeowners for the first time. And we do that through a grant partnership where we help people learn everything there is about the home buying process. And through that process, we coach them on what home ownership is, how the process works, credit counseling, budget counseling, all the way through to the closing table, and then repairs on their home after the closing table. Financial Freedom Boot Camp is an educational workshop covered in 2 1.5-hour sessions that sets people up to have a strong financial future going forward. Credit Cafe is our most well-known and most popular workshop that we offer. What happens is we have a 1-hour workshop that's done virtually several times a month where participants come in and they learn all about the credit process and what affects credit. Then those participants participate in a one-on-one credit review with someone so they understand how they personally can look at their credit and improve their credit score. Ready, Set, Go Home is a program for those who are ready to take the next step in their financial education journey and become a homeowner. anyone who is interested in those workshops can visit us online for more information and registration.
Habitat for Humanity of Frederick County plays a vital role in meeting the need for affordable workforce housing, especially for families earning between 30 to 80% of the area median income. For example, a family of 4 can earn up to $97,000 and still fall within this AMI range. This income group often struggles to find affordable homes due to rising housing costs. Through our innovative approach, Habitat provides affordable homeownership opportunities using no-profit loans and sweat equity, allowing families to secure stable, long-term housing and build equity over time. Homeownership brings financial stability and the ability to plan for the future, with fixed mortgage payments offering a sense of security compared to rising rental costs. In addition to building new homes, Habitat also offers home repair services for low to moderate income homeowners, helping them maintain and improve their properties. For many seniors in Frederick County, this also provides an opportunity to age in place. These repairs ensure homes are safe and livable, allowing families to stay in their homes longer. Together, these initiatives help hardworking individuals and families achieve stability, contribute to strong communities, and support economic growth.
I never thought I would ever own a home, and Habitat made that possible for me. And they stuck with me and worked out all the kinks that I was going through, and I just appreciate it.
In Frederick County, finding a good place to live can be difficult for older adults too. Many seniors want to move into smaller, easier to manage homes, but the cost of housing can make that tough, especially if their income is limited. Luckily, there are 2 groups that provide solutions for seniors. The Frederick County Division of Aging and Independence and SOAR Frederick County work to help older adults find safe, comfortable homes. Let's learn more about how they help.
The Division of Aging and Independence is seeing an increase in the number of people who are coming through our doors and giving us a call to tell us about their housing needs and how the high cost of housing, the high cost of utilities is affecting their ability to live in Frederick County. We can provide referrals to community partners in the area that will help people who are concerned about living in Frederick County so that they can get assistance through other partners that we collaborate with. We also offer assistance with the completion of rental tax credit programs as well as the homeowners tax credit program. So people who qualify for those programs can see a reduction in their property taxes or their rental income taxes, and we really strive to help people live in this community for as long as they possibly can, because the older adults in Frederick County are the ones that built this county, and we need to help them as much as we can. So if people are interested and feel that they do need some additional assistance in being able to live in Frederick County, they can certainly give us a phone call.
SOAR, Supporting Older Adults Through Resources, serves seniors in Frederick County aged 65 and older. Our focus is on low-income seniors. Our income guidelines are $2,100 a month for an individual and $3,000 a month for a couple. When somebody presents to SOAR with a need for support with housing, we're able to help them to access some services, give out some resources, and once an apartment is located, we help them with their first month's rent, security deposit, and often we help with furnishing the apartment.